Can you hear me now? Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. uh, wow. Yeah, forgot to unmute my... Sorry. Whatever. Forgot to unmute the webcam. It's terrible. How are you doing? I'll start over. Thanks for letting me know. So wait, I gotta remember, let's see, what have I been talking about? Mostly just going over my plans for this guy. Um, I'm blocking out everything really, so that I can get a better idea of what the silhouette is going to look like in the end, because when you just have this base form, um, you don't really know. You're kind of unconsciously building it to fit the silhouette of the final character. Like, I'm going to be making her base body a little bit wider, not intentionally, just it kind of happens subconsciously while I'm working, because this is all that I've got. So I like to block in all the clothing, all the parts. Oh, wait, I'm still pretty much as soon as possible, just so that I'm not subconsciously making her a little bit wider, and then I'm going to go and when I'm totally done with her base mesh, I'm going to go in and add the dress. I'm going to say, well, this doesn't fit in the silhouette and on the body, because she's not quite the right size. So I like to go in and get the dress now. Um, so I'm planning, I'll do the dress and probably the hair. The hair won't affect her base mesh really, because it doesn't matter if it clips through, but I do like to get it in there just for the general weight of the character. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So before I go in and do really small details on the base mesh, I'm kind of leaving it, I'm leaving the feet, I'm avoiding them because I don't want to do it. I'm avoiding the face because it's just, that's a lot of work there. That's too early to be going into that kind of detail. But I'll get to it eventually. I was just talking about how another thing that I said while I was muted. I'm excited to be doing a dress because I've never really done a full dress before in 3D. Um, I have a background from actually my high school. My high school had a really solid art department. They did classical art education, focusing on like the old masters, which was really cool because it was just the town school, but they had a really great art department. So they spent a lot of time focusing on like anatomy, figure drawing, and especially drapery. You know, like a lot of all the old paintings have like all the, you know, like if you think of a still life, it's always got the drapery, and there was a big focus on the drapery, and I didn't really appreciate it at the time. I kind of, well, what I really didn't appreciate was that the department was so good. I didn't really realize that other high schools didn't usually have that, um, but I also didn't really realize how useful learning to draw drapery would be. But I've never really, I mean, I've sculpted small skirts, but I haven't done like a full dress like this before. So I'm really excited to see how my knowledge of drawing drapery will actually apply to modeling, if it will be useful, or if it's going to be kind of reinventing the wheel for myself. Because learning how to draw it was tedious and frustrating and terrible, even if it was a great skill to have. It still is. So learning how to model it probably will be the same. I'm not sure I really need to go into this level of detail for the block out. Maybe I'll just, I don't know, whatever. I'll keep going. I'm having fun anyway. I guess really this part goes down pretty low. It's not really up at her armpit. I'm being deceived by this. I don't know what this is. Strap? I wonder if this is like an undershirt, and maybe these are the sleeves to the shirt, and this, like, here wouldn't be exposed skin, but it would be more of the shirt maybe? And then we've got the dress too. I think that would make sense, because otherwise she would be pretty exposed. Let's do that, which I don't think Hades usually does. Like, they don't go for the super sexy naked ladies, I don't think. It's an off-the-shoulder top under there. Okay, alright, great. Thank you for the confirmation. I've been puzzling over it. Like one of those cute summer tops. Yeah, yeah. I gotcha. What's going on under there? Oh my. I don't know. It doesn't really matter because it is just a block out, but I like it to look good. So over the weekend, I did something I hadn't planned on ever doing again. When in, like, I don't know, over 10 years ago, uh, whenever, in World of Warcraft, whenever the Wrath of the Lich King came out, that was probably a really long time ago. Actually, let me Google it up. 2008? Wow, okay. Well, whenever that came out, apparently 2008. I haven't played it since then. I played WoW when I was a kid. Um, I I really loved the art. I didn't love anything else about it because the community is so mean and vile and misogynistic and troublesome. Um, but my whole family played it, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna play with you know, I'm the youngest of five siblings, so five kids. So they all played, and they were all super cool because they were my older siblings. So I played with them, and it was a really good experience despite overall. I don't know. I'm sure there are lots of lovely people who play WoW, but I found there's just a lot of, especially misogyny, just a lot of really creepy guys on there. And so eventually I did stop playing. And recently I I've been getting the itch back. I haven't had it in so long. Final Fantasy players are much better. Oh, that's good to know. See, because I was kind of worried that maybe they'd be like the same bunch, just moved on to a new game. But I did so over the weekend. I had the itch. I was like, maybe it's better. Maybe it's not like that anymore. And even if it is, I can just ignore it and play myself because I want to go back and play those characters again. Remember, all those zones that I used to love so much. And so that's what I did this weekend. Well, really just Sunday. I was busy on Saturday. And it was really fun. It is still awful. Like, the zone chat is just awful. But if you ignore that and just sort of play by yourself, it's fun. It's a nice experience. And the art is, wow. I mean, the graphics are terrible to today's standards, but there's still a lot a lot going for it that I don't know. I do really enjoy it. I think it probably has more influence on the art that I like now than I fully appreciate. What's that? Wait, what number is that? That's 14? Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 people are just ooh and nice. That's great. That's really great. Oh wow, this is big. I'm really glad to hear that. No, they were just like last night. They were making these are clearly um, older people who are because I was playing on WoW Classic, so they're people who are they're married, they're settled down, and they're making like I hate my wife jokes, like just on and on. It's like, bro, have some joy and whimsy in your life. Love the person you married. Don't be creepy and evil. Okay. Everyone I met is lovely and looked after me. That's so nice. Yeah, are they nice to like noobs too? Like you can just like go into the chat and say, "I've never played before, help me." I love it. You know it's a good community when you can just say, "I'm a noob, help me," and you just get like a flock of people wanting to help you. If you do that, you'll get half the server offering you money and help. Aw, that's really nice. The Elder Scrolls Online is not I don't think it's very popular at all. I don't think a lot of people play it. Maybe when it first came out they did, but it's really quiet. I played it for a little while after I stopped playing WoW because I love Skyrim. It's one of my favorite games. I thought online sounded cool. And the gameplay itself it's fine. I played it for a long time, but eventually it gets kind of boring. But the people there are the nicest people in the world. Everyone like that. They'll give you free stuff. They'll just like give you an hour to just like teach you how to play, and it's so sweet. Yeah, you have this green plant icon over your head. That means you're a noob. Like little what's that game? I always forget what it's called. The the Pikmin game. And everyone is extra nice to them. That's so great. That's awesome. All right. Well, everything I hear about Final Fantasy from you guys is good. So I guess that's just you're slowly swaying me to play the game. I'm spending too much time on this. This is a blockout. Stop perfecting it. Jeez. I'm gonna do the hair. gonna force myself to do the hair. Firestorm 14 Guild is in the works. Oh, that would be so cool. All right, now I have to join so I can join the guild. How do I want to do this? To reset to join. I love the idea of a guild in a video game full of, like, almost exclusively video game artists. You can go do a trial dungeon, whatever they're called in that game, and critique their environments and characters. New Diablo season starts next week. Goodbye, social life. I've never played Diablo either. I feel like the games I've played are diametrically opposed to the ones you guys keep recommending. I honestly, I don't even know which one Diablo is. I get it mixed up with a different one. What's Diablo like? Tell me about Diablo. More Diablo. See you next year. Mindless hack and slash. Oh, that sounds pretty good. You can play it while watching tutorials? Insane. Oh, that's annoying. Her hair is facing the opposite direction, her turnaround and in the pose. I mean, I guess it's fine, because maybe in the game her hair would be blowing around and being all cool like that, but I don't want to model it twice. Maybe I could just flip it around for the render. I mean, I don't want to pose it twice. Probably if I were actually making this for the game, it would be made like straight out and back. But I think what I'll do is I'm just going to make it in the pose and then flip it around for the beauty render maybe. I think that'll be simplest. If only Esme could multitask like that. I can't even always listen to music while sculpting. This is hard enough. Right now I'm sculpting, chatting to you, and have metal on. Yeah, see, every time I start talking, you notice the screen stops moving, or if it does, I'm not actually doing anything, I'm just moving the mouse around. I can't do both. Wait, does that mean you have to listen to your metal and my background music? Or can you not hear the background music? I'm hoping I fixed it. No music from me. I changed the settings, I swear. That's so weird. Yeah, I checked it. I made that change. Like, let me just triple check it really. Um, it should be right now. That's awesome. So weird. Working, chatting to me, and trying to cook downstairs. No, I really couldn't do that. I would be burning whatever I'm cooking for sure. I don't know what the deal is with my music. I'm gonna have to. I thought for sure it fixed it. Stream mom. Hey Patrick, nice to see you. How are you doing? We're just talking about the fact that I still can't get my music to work. Dude, slow cooked barbecue, pulled. Okay, using the slow cooker, I could do that. I could have the slow cooker going while working. I used to do that, but I would always inevitably, the time that it needs to come out would be when I had a meeting or something. And it's always, do you overcook it a little or do you undercook it? I don't know. I can never come to a decision. Doing good. Tired as usual. I'm using YouTube, so maybe that's the problem. Maybe it only works the way I've set it up. Maybe that only works for Spotify. I don't really know Spotify too well, so I avoided it. Oh, okay. I set it for Spotify. I mean, it's set to the window that's playing YouTube, but I'm a fool. I'm a fool in a man's shoes. Someday I'll learn. See, I'll try changing it to desktop. I will give it a go. But that didn't work last time. Can you guys hear that? Fool of a took. Wait, it's at a quiet section right now. Hold on. There. Still no music. So weird. Speaking of Fool of a Took, I'm gonna have to sing instead. No, I'm not doing that. No, speaking of Fool of a Took, it is feeling like fall out there, and I don't know about you guys, but every fall I have to rewatch Lord of the Rings. So it's like I start hearing the geese, and I start seeing the orange leaves, and I start smelling I don't know, the fall smells, and I get this just primal need to watch Lord of the Rings, and I'm starting to feel it. It's exciting. If I try to watch it before then, even if I want to, it doesn't work. I have to stop partway through, but we're getting there. Anytime is good to rewatch Lord of the Rings. I used to watch it in the spring, but something changed. One day it became a fall event. I don't know about her hair. It's okay, I guess. I need more geometry. A Christmas thing. Interesting. I think it would be hard for me to watch in the winter because you can't go out, you can't finish a movie and then go out tromping through the woods. I mean, you could, but you'd be in the snow. It wouldn't feel right. Sometimes when I finish a movie, I want to go out and emulate it as best I can. But I love that you also have a yearly time to watch it. It's one of those movies or series you need to watch once a year. It has to happen. For me, Christmas is Die Hard. Yeah. I love that. I love Die Hard Christmas people. It's very funny to me. I mean, it's better than like a Hallmark movie. So you go out after watching, grab a stick and fight and fight imaginary urukai. Exactly. Well, I live on a mountain basically. So I could just like go outside, walk a little ways, and I'm in Lord of the Rings. It's not New Zealand or anything, but it's pretty gorgeous. So you just gotta find the urukai. That's the hard part. I thought everyone does that. Not far away, there's a large LARP every year, and there are orcs on maps. Oh, that's awesome. We have a Rin fair. I've never seen any orcs though. I guess most. I don't know. I've heard that Renaissance fairs are actually really just an American thing, which I think is funny because we're not emulating an American. We're trying to be European, England, everything. You could be the first. I could be the first orc. There you go. I usually just went in my regular clothes because I'm boring. Yeah, I've heard in England they don't have Renaissance fairs. I just think that's really funny. It'd be like if in England they had cowboy fairs or something, and then in America, Jesus, in the country that I live in, if I can say it, we don't have that. You have Rin Punk? No culture. We have cowboy culture, thank you very much. What is Rin Punk? Like, is it exactly what I'm thinking it is? It sounds cool. halfway down her arm. Oh, this needs to be way bigger. Oh, it's like a steampunk Ren Fair. Oh, okay. So that's... I mean, that's definitely close enough that you would know what I mean when I say a Ren Fair. See, I spoke to someone else from... It might have been Wales. I don't know. They didn't know what a Ren Fair was. But maybe that was just one person. Maybe they just didn't... Maybe they just lived under a rock. That sounds cool, though. The steampunk Ren Fair, that sounds cool. Living under a rock, usually my thing. Patrick Star. I'd been thinking about playing SpongeBob music today. I guess it's probably good for you guys that I'm unable to play my music, I guess, because then you're not subjected to that. What a shame. Ask people from CGS and ask them if I know any music or movies. They will tell you I literally live under a rock. Yeah, well, I did hear that one thing about that one song that you don't know. That one particular Queen song that you didn't know. Oh no. Accidentally undid it. Other than that, I don't know. I also usually I'm told I live under a rock, so I can't judge. Except for that one Queen song. I really do judge you on that one. Was it Don't Stop Me Now? It's happening all over again. We're judging you again. Maybe I don't remember. There's so many I don't know. Exactly. She looks like a mushroom head. Like, from here. She could be Toad or something. I don't like that. It'll probably look better once I get some sculpting in, because I think that's about the right volume. Oh. That means I'm supposed to save, doesn't it? I probably haven't done that in a while. In fact, it doesn't actually seem to be working. There we go. Is this character for personal work? Yeah, it's just for fun. Ideally a portfolio piece, but it's not for anything other than this stream. Really, I want to start someone new for this stream because I'm almost finished with the character I'm currently working on, which is the final character for my class. I'm all done after that at CGS, so it's very sad, but also exciting. You spend as much time in AutoCAD as I do, and you learn to save early, save often. I like to say I am usually pretty good about saving. I think something happens to me when I'm streaming where like I forget some of my base functions, like the spamming Control or Alt S. Oh, or accidentally press Tab. Exciting. Yeah. Yeah, I was excited to finish my class and just be able to like do whatever I want, and I seem to be already starting that. But it's also it reminds me a lot of the feeling of after finishing university, where it's just like, wow, what do I do now? But I've already got Firestorm, so that's exciting. Yeah, I work in a studio now. Pretty cool, pretty great. I'm pretty cool. So I'm curious, does AutoCAD crash often? Is that what I'm getting from that sentence? What I'm trying to do here is make the hair interesting from every angle. Like I don't want, kind of what's happening here, I don't want it to just be flat from any one side. I think it needs more work here, but I'm having a hard time getting an angle I like. I want it to move more, I think. I think it goes back, then forward, then back. Yeah. Okay, which is pretty much what I'm doing. Just, I just want to exaggerate it more, I think. I can't stop. This dress block out is so sad. I gave up pretty quickly. move on to something else. I can never decide with stuff like this whether it's better to do one piece all at once or to move on and finish a little bit at a time, like, you know, do the block out for absolutely everything and then polish it up. Probably it's better to do it like that, where you don't finish any one thing until it's all ready to be finished, because then you don't end up stuck in situations where you've gone into fine detail with something and suddenly you need to change it a whole bunch to make it fit with everything else. But I don't know, sometimes it feels like you can't really know where something fits until another piece is completely finished, so it's kind of a pickle. But also, I don't want to work on the hair anymore, so I'm going to go back to the dress. This is interesting. I thought it was a wraparound skirt, but actually, I think it's just got 2 layers. Because it's open on the same side in the front and the back. So I think this dress does, like, it goes like that, and then she's wearing another skirt underneath. But it's well, it's one complete skirt and then one skirt with an opening on one side. Okay, that's actually probably easier than a wraparound would have been. So I don't mind that. Don't you hate it when your boobs clip through your shirt? So embarrassing. Mood. I think her hip, well, they are pretty, she's got this poof here from the sash being tied, so maybe I will let it poof out. It looks ridiculous right now, though. But I want to keep working with symmetry until I really can't use it, just because it's going to save a lot of time until then. Let's... Oh, wait. It's tight in the back, too. I hadn't noticed that. Damn. For some reason, my Alt-S doesn't seem to be working. I think that should be the save button. Alt-S. It's not doing it though. Shift S. No, that doesn't do it either. It says Alt S here. It's always worked for me before. It's just, you know how it is. It always works until you're live, and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. Or the opposite, if you're trying to prove that you have a problem, as soon as you show it to someone, then the problem doesn't happen. It's got to be one of those, though. Everything S. Well, okay, Control S does work, but every single time it gives me the pop-up. So I don't want save as, I want just save. I mean, this works, and it's probably faster than going up to File and hitting save. But it's weird that it's not working. It's just like slap the keyboard and make sure to also hit S at the same time. That'll probably do it. That would be an interesting experiment, is to see how much you can screw up ZBrush in ways that you don't know how to fix by just pressing every button on your keyboard. Let's fix this. You revoke the invite to stream on ZBrush. Because I'm breaking it. I think probably these things should actually be an extrusion instead of just forcing these guys up. I wonder if actually if ZRemesher would be able to do that. Let's see. What do you got? Oh man. Okay, let's not do that. Because eventually what I'll do is, if I kind of seem to be turning this block out into the actual thing, so I'll just delete these caps and then extrude it inwards, and then I've got the final mesh, as it were. So maybe I should start worrying about stuff like that. I could delete the caps now and try to fix the geometry, but then I'd be working with a really annoying mesh the entire time. No, I don't think I'll do that. That's future Samson's problem. really love the way this dress drapes. I think it's gonna be really annoying and difficult, but it's also really fun. I like how it's like a loose fabric tied in several places. That makes some really interesting drapery. What drapes? There's got to be a better word for that. Curves, I guess. Honestly, I think I've made her boobs too big. She's pretty flat-chested, it looks like. Alas, can't make sexy boob lady. Sex sells, but it's fine. I'm more of a monster sculptor anyway. Small can also be sexy. Exactly. See, I was trying to say that in a way that sounded authentic, but I couldn't think of any way that didn't sound like I was just being, I don't know. And we all know personality over everything else. Yes. Wholesome. And true. She doesn't seem like a very nice lady. If we read her description again, she is the mist which fogs or blinds mortal eyes. She's the personification of sorrow, misery, or grief, and the goddess of poisons. But that's just her job. We don't know what she's like outside of work. Maybe she's very nice. Sounds like someone I would hang out with. Exciting. YouTube ban. I don't know what you're talking about. Same, girl, same. Yes. The drape on this skirt is looking really weird right now, and I hate it. I don't know how to get it right. I don't think it would do that. Maybe that's the problem. Unless it were like an elasticy fabric, it would probably just drape down flat like that, I think. Guess I need to get some cloth references. Probably. Better be careful. You'll have to start paying him. You pay anyone. Don't tell them that. We pay competitive rates. Yeah, exactly. Competitive with, it can be high or low depending on the country. Oh no! I've already gone off symmetry. This is a bad idea, but I just want to get into it. It competes with your ability to pay the bills. Yes. I think it, well, I guess it wins. There's really no winner in that scenario. Paying bills is nice. Takes away a lot of stress. Yes. Yeah. Controversial opinion, but I do like being able to pay my bills. Live life on the edge. I don't think you can say that to any artist. I think we're all living life on the edge at this point. Oh, wait, this is an excellent opportunity. Maybe you guys can teach me something about ZBrush. So, whenever I want to split a subtool, like split the mesh into two different pieces because I want to delete one of them, like this section here, I want to delete it. I don't want it at all. What I've always done is well, I have a shortcut for it, but go to split and split masked points. It's not even working for me right now, which is awesome. But apparently there's a way to just delete masked points, so you don't have to split it and then delete the extra subtool. Heather has left the call. I've seen someone else use this before, but I don't know where it is. I'd assume it's in subtools somewhere. Maybe it's in geometry. Maybe in the gizmo thingy? The gizmo thingy? This is the only gizmo I can think of. Is that what you mean? Oh. Yeah. Cock, okay. Well, I don't see anything. Oops. What slice? What does slice do? Oh, that's why it doesn't want me to do that stuff. Okay, there we go. Okay. This is definitely not it, but I'm learning something new. What is this? What am I doing right now? Okay, alright. Don't do that. Don't mess this up. Oh wait, Control W. Control W just removes my masking. Well, maybe if I get rid of the gizmo. No, it just clears the mask. Google eyes. I've seen someone like press a button. I swear it was in, it looked like one of these guys. It just looked like a regular button in one of the tool menus, but I don't know where on earth it is, and I always forget what it's. Oh wait, maybe. No, that's delete hidden. Delete by symmetry. No. Polygroups and clear mask. Oh right, yeah, of course. So yeah, and then I could split the polygroup off, but that's still 2 buttons, so I don't think it speeds it up. Ask the smart people. I'm pretty sure someone taught this to me once, and I've completely forgotten since, so I have to apologize to them, I guess. Give you a terrible deleted edge. Yeah, well, that's pretty crummy. I probably should, well, I could try the knife. It doesn't usually work very well. Oh, I thought I deleted the subdivisions. I guess it's fine if I z-remesh it. I'll do that for now. This is something I've been trying to find for a while, is how to delete the masked section with 1 button. I know there is something. Oh. Come on. Give me my knife. Oh, I used the wrong button. I think most of the mistakes I make in ZBrush are completely user error. I can't ever blame the software. I just don't know what I'm doing. Ew. Split the top. That's a good idea. Splitting the top and bottom bits to make it easier. Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. See, but here, I mean, in this case, I wouldn't want to do that because I don't want to delete that section. But still. I want that solid, though. More pieces is... Samson is undressing a girl on stream. Yeah. Sometimes like you have someone else's model that you're looking at to analyze how they built it, right? And you're not really thinking about what you're doing, and then you suddenly come to consciousness partway through just looking at the technical bits, and you realize you are undressing someone article of clothing at a time. The pan is coming in fast. Okay, actually, I really want to... That's really bugging me that it didn't split evenly. I'm gonna fix that. Two streams we get banned. Amazing. There we go. Much better. Actually do Z mod. Good enough. No, that's terrible. I'm gonna leave it like that. Hope that's okay. I guess it would probably be split all the way up to the belt. I'm not sure. That seems more right. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I don't like working with a thin mesh, but I might need to. Because this is terrible. What if we try it? That's not what I wanted. Don't want that. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, and oh man, I thought I could do it before it started. I inhaled a bunch of tea. I'm gonna take a break so I can cough for like 5 minutes straight. I'll be back. can't believe this. I'm dying of asphyxiation over here, and you guys are accusing me of schemery and crimes. Yeah, why does the music work in the break screen, but not normally? Very, very strange. Yeah, we can take a look at it. It says it. I mean, it's telling me that it's coming through. When I record it, I did a test recording and it was coming through. So it's bizarre. Oh. Oh no. Edison's. I'm kind of curious now. I want to see this picture. Uh, yeah, Patrick, just give us your art. For free, of course. I don't know, it sounds like he's getting 99 cents out of it, which is a pretty good deal. $0.99 greater than nothing. 99 cents plus exposure. Now that's competitive rates. Don't get any ideas. No 99 cents for me. Okay. Heck, I'm doing the same thing I'd be doing anyway, just also while live. And I'm extremely nervous. Nervous? Why? We definitely don't want to judge you right now. No, definitely not. I think for this guy, to get these bits in here, I'll take it into Maya and do it, that gets some nice topology in there just for the sculpt, and like a extruded edge for all of this. And like we'll have better control here. I won't be trying to cut it up in ZBrush. You can have your revenge on Wednesday. Come troll me about your nervous fuck. You know what? I realized this. I'm pretty sure your session is exactly at the same time as my doctor's appointment. I'm really upset about it. I think it's the only... I don't... If you're doing it every week, I'll be able to make the next one. But I can't... I won't be able to troll you the first one. You planned this on purpose. Patrick can go for me instead and troll you. I'll take over, don't worry. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Maybe it just needs more volume. Maybe that's what's going on. I want it to look like thick, heavy fabric. I don't want it to look like some cheap costume or something. I want it to look, you know, really voluminous. Let's give it more volume. Still some questions from the 3D Crytek guys? What are the 3D Crytek guys? 3D Crytek guys? I'm afraid to ask. It's probably something I should know. Oh, right, of course. A ton of nods. So they asked you about a lot of stuff. And it just kept going. Yeah. Right, no, I did know that. I forgot the name, though. Or maybe I never knew the name, anyway. That means... Yes, let's all make fun of Heather. For eternity. Oh, that is really cool. What made it so difficult to work with CryEngine? Let's deal with them. Yeah. Okay, now I specifically told it, multiple edge loops, 8 edge loops. Give me, that's one edge loop. That's not what I asked for. What's going on here? Oh, it wasn't selected. Never mind. Okay. Sure, yeah. Doesn't matter. Really? Other than that, it was an awesome, stressful experience. Going from concept modeler level to AAA modeler level in 2 months. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Hopefully the awesome part when you say that you're not being sarcastic. Hopefully awesome and stressful. Both was stressful took over. Yeah, I could see that. It's kind of stressful even just thinking about it. There, now she's like basically fully clothed. No longer naked. Oh my gosh. What am I trying to do here? Don't use a cube. Don't want a cube. Flask of poison. Just noticed that. Oh, that's fun. These original designs. Those are cool too. I love when the concept artist puts their initial sketches in there somewhere. Always very fun to look at. Actually, let's take a look at these. Kind of blurry, but I can't really read it, unfortunately. These are also cool. I don't know how concept artists come up with, not only do they come up with all these cool different possibilities, but then they choose one. How do you choose one out of all these cool things? I don't get it. You guys are too good. That's fun though. If you can read this, you suck. Let's check proportions. I'm not too worried about the feet not matching. The hair is surprising to me. I knew it was off, but I didn't think it was off, and I thought it was too small, not too big. I guess I got carried away. Just put it roughly in the right spot to remind myself to fix it. Okay, but what I was really looking at was the skirt. Yes. Oh, even bigger. Awesome. There's no better feeling in the world when you overlay the concept and you see that your model matches it like perfectly. Doesn't ever happen, but I guess I imagine there's no better feeling in the world. Alright, now what are you doing? Alright. Oh, that looks terrible. Perfect. Oh, it's coming along. Good job. Thanks. It's, I mean, you know, it's got to look ugly for a while, but, I mean, the base is okay. And it feels so slow. It always feels so slow. And then when it's all of a sudden you say, oh, I'm done. Oh, just always praised me. You expect nothing less than perfection. That's some pressure, though. Actually, I didn't even check where the belt was. I want to look at that again, because that's not actually a belt, that's a sash. She's got a belt and a sash. I haven't really thought about it. But I'll bet that needs to be higher. Belt's gonna be fun, I think. Maybe the face, not so much, but the rest of it. No, the face will be fine too. I already did I've done a head shoulder pad before. It's interesting that this has come up a second time, not that long later. Apparently I like it. I didn't even notice it until after I'd chosen the concept. It's not really poofy in the back. I guess all the extra fabric goes to the front. Okay, that makes it easy. I only have to do it the drapes on one side. I think this, let's see, let's draw. This all could theoretically be one continuous mesh, and then this be a separate piece, and this of course would need to be. But I think underneath it I could possibly get away with treating that part as one thing, including the sash. So I'm going to make sure everything is solid underneath the belt, even though it's tempting to just kind of not worry about it because I know the belt's going to hide it. I'll see how that works. It might not work out, but I want to try it anyway. The sash might need to be a separate piece of geometry in the retopology. It definitely needs to be while sculpting it. It still looks flat from the side. She didn't draw any side views, did she? No. Okay. I'm just gonna make it up. This is where I should consult my sister. She knows, she was a classics major, but she also does costuming for her band that plays ancient Greek music in their ancient Greek costumes. So she knows like exactly what types of fabrics they used historically, and so I would know. I could ask her what type of fabric should I be emulating right now. I don't think it's wool, but I don't have any idea. I'm imagining it like a wool skirt, but it's probably not. Maybe it's too thin for wool. It does look kind of like ethereal almost. I'll have to text her, ask her, bug her about it until she gives me an answer. This is the same sister with the horse, by the way, for those of you who know the horse lore. I think her hips are too big. Is anyone working on any cool projects? Modeling or art or otherwise? Doesn't have to be art. Everyone always has some cool, weird, obscure hobby going on, it seems like. I really like hearing about those. I haven't really had time for hobbies right now, but I have been reading, like, pretty much exclusively one author. Um, the guy who wrote Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep. I recently, that's what Blade Runner is based on, so I read that book because I was interested in it, and I discovered I actually really like his work, so I've just been reading, like, everything he's written, and that's been really fascinating. Working on a character concept right now, just a simple one, and then to use it for an illustration. Nice. What's it of? Can we know, or is it a secret? Like what genre even? Try to get into reading, finish 2 books this year, working on my third, but slow. Yeah, I had a very lofty goal of reading this year, but it does seem like it's like the very last thing. If I happen to have time for it'll come in at the very end of the day, but I always end up pushing it to the end, and I usually don't end up having time, which is really sad. Oh, is my skirt too long, maybe? That looks too long. Maybe it's just because it's not all torn up. He's gonna be a pirate. Nice. Character for my own IP development, but to explain everything would take too long. Well, that sounds cool though. I want to know more. You've piqued my curiosity. I'll have to I'll have to wait and see. Kind of messed her up a little bit. Okay, I think for the undershirt, I'm going to extract the main part because it looks like it would be pretty skin tight, and then make the sleeves separately. Yeah, that's how I'll do it. Okay, let's get her undershirt so she's actually fully clothed. I probably shouldn't be doing this until I'm certain that the base mesh is complete, but I want to do it now, so I'm gonna. Maybe something like this. hate that extract turns off the solo mode. Really hard to see what you're doing. Oh, yikes. I think I got her armpits a little bit. Okay. I actually am going to redo that without the armpits because that'll be really annoying to fix. I can just adjust it later. Oh, you'll hopefully have everything finished soon and we'll post it on ArtStation. Great, excellent, happy to hear it. I expect it now. If you don't post it soon, I'll be banging on your door saying, "Where is it, Patrick? I want to see the pirate." Fine, good enough. I can work with that. Sounds good. Oh no. Okay, maybe just a tiny bit more. Go back to 0.5. I liked 0.5. I can work with that. Head out for today. Thanks for coming. Enjoy the rest of your day. It must be, yeah, afternoon. Enjoy your afternoon. Oh no. Okay. I can fix that. This is why we get every piece in as soon as we can. Her hair looks so silly. I need to do something about that. I can't keep leaving it like that. That's really the size that it's at. Maybe her head's too small. It's kind of hard to tell. She's got ears that stick out, so adding those would help me understand the form. But I don't really want to do that right now because my mesh isn't dense enough. But that would definitely make her head look bigger, so that might be part of the problem. But I think it's more than that. She's got a really strong jaw, and like these really severe cheekbones. But her head isn't much larger than her neck. It doesn't stick out much farther than her neck. So assuming her neck is in proportion correctly, then I think her head's about the right size. So maybe it's just that I need that. This distance is only slightly smaller than the distance of her head. Let's see what it is here. I'd say it's slightly larger. Okay. So I can either shrink her hair or enlarge her head. I think her hair looks too big. I know I adjusted it to the concept, but it just looks too big to me. And now, where'd my pen go? Ah, underneath my keyboard. The age-old problem of where is my tablet pen. I have this little Capricicus, and he holds my pen when I'm not using it, but sometimes I'm lazy and I don't put it in his mouth, like just then, and then I lose it. Eventually I'll have to decide if I want to do the hair as one subtool or smush a bunch together. I would always do it as multiple subtools, but it's not really like hair. It's more like a gaseous cloud of some kind. And these look less like clumps than it does just sort of blobs, all interconnected blobs. So I'm kind of tempted to make it just one subtool. Here it looks a little more like that could be a clump of hair, but the rest of it not so much. I don't know, it's hard to say. Another exciting thing to worry about later. To worry about a little bit right now, but mostly later. So she's got like her little headband thing, veil, but it also works like a headband. Yes. Wait. Okay, well, we're at that stage where I have more parts, but they don't look good. But that's okay, because that's still progress from only having one part. I'm gonna stop here because it's lunchtime and I'm hungry. So thanks everyone for coming. Work hard, have fun, and make friends. I'll see you guys next time. And make sure you go to make sure you go to Heather's stream tomorrow, but also really make sure you go to Heather's stream with ZBrush on Wednesday. It's going to be really, really cool. Alright, bye-bye.